Welcome to Management Simulation, which is a part of Project Starfish. And Project Starfish is the world's best contemporary workforce development platform that creates future skills using experiential learning technologies and business simulation to accelerate your career. We are an MIT startup exchange company. Our success rates are high because our standards are higher. This presentation is going to take 5 to 8 minutes. We advise you to go through in detail because what you are about to hear and see will be very new for you. If you are a new and transitioning manager, seriously, it is perhaps the toughest job in the company, and you can see what Harvard Business Review says about it. So, we have a problem. The biggest challenge for new managers is a change in mindset, which is managing oneself to managing others. The high ramp time affects productivity and it costs business millions of dollars. With the new generation of workforce, our training needs to change as well. And this is probably the most effective training on the planet for managers who are transitioning. If you're a sales director or a vice president, imagine your managers or going to be managers being completely immersed into a real cycle of management with real people, real projects, real customers, creating real impact. And so you can select the right candidate, train them, and deploy them before the time is right or when the time is right, reduce the risk and the cost and increase productivity from day one. So there are no guesswork. So, what are you going to get? You're going to experience real management with real people, with real customers. And the output through the business simulation, which is the only way, is to acquire the skills before you're deployed on the job so you can reduce risk, increase the agility of the whole process, sometimes which take months, which we can cut down to hours, and reduce the cost. How does a training work? Our training model is exactly like the model of a flight simulator, but for business. If you can trust a pilot to use a flight simulator, why can't a manager use business simulation training to become a great manager before they are even employed or deployed? I can assure you this won't happen again. Why? Because it's nail biting. This is real. Managers are 100% engaged, and I promise you're going to have fun. We will, of course, make the transition to the other side really easy. And if you're a sales director or a vice president, you don't really need to get involved because the only thing that matters for you is the result. And we will help you get it. So let's talk about our training. There are three levels or gaming levels that builds on top of each other. The first is sourcing, interviewing, selecting team, managing them, mentoring them, etc., and get a customer on the call. The next piece would be to get a business from the customer, and that will lead you through discovery, problem solving, having a couple of discussions, and closing the business. Once you acquire the business, you have to ensure that the contracts are in place. You have a perfect team to execute, supervise the process, after that, communicate back to the customer, and get a written handoff and collect the check. Long story short, the expectations that the manager would be a manager at Project Starfish with real people, real resources doing real activity to create real outcome. The proof is in the pudding. There is no more guesswork. So let's look at the processes. The first cycle, which we call gold, is all about selecting internal teams by understanding how to interview, building the teams, mentoring the teams, and then getting a customer on the call by strategizing and reflecting and measuring how things are going. For example, we are going to provide you the resumes of 12 people. They are typically people with disabilities who have high skills on business development functions. You're going to interview them, select a team, have one on one discussions, understand them, mentor them, and then delegate activity to get a customer on a call. Now we build on this process, which means once you have gone through the previous activity, get introduced to problem solving while talking to customers. Your job will be to ensure that you close a token business, which is $100 at least. And the business would be about lead generation or a little bit of sales or something that is relevant to your company from that startup business. What you're going to learn is to complete the cycle by having discovery calls with customers based on problem solving, lead the customers from one step to the other, gather exact requirements, develop a proposal, and ensure that you close the business deal and that results into the next step, which is now you have to draw up a contract with the customer that results in correct expectation and setting the exact requirements that is needed to manage the entire process by delegating teams to complete an execution plan, supervise it, and resulting in delivery and a written handoff. These processes are the exact processes that one needs at the Fortune 500 companies who have sales reps moving on to sales managers or bringing new sales managers. The success lies in going through the process and ensuring that you complete the cycle. The results are amazing. They are not just different, they are amazing. The simple reason being the old model of training is about learning. It is great but not very effective. What we do is our model is about applying the training and experiencing the cycles to create impact and build skills and experience during this process. The whole process is agile, mitigates risk, and is work beyond borders exactly just what it is today, which is digital workers. The whole process is very meaningful as well because the team you have will be people with disabilities who are perhaps blind or are cancer survivors, for example, and they are looking for opportunities and skills to relaunch careers. You running the process actually helps them build their skills as well. So it's time for you to take the lead and create a better world too. So be different because we do things differently. If you need to get in touch with us, the email and the phone numbers are right here. You can look at our website and go through the other videos. Most welcome. And as I said, before we say goodbye, management simulation and real management simulation is the future of training. Thank you very much and have a great day.